How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you some absolute bangers that are all on sale on the PlayStation Store for the second half of the holiday sale that runs through January 21st. As usual, I've scoured this sale for all the full games, game bundles, and premium editions that are at the lowest price they've been in recent history, and are at least a 70 on OpenCritic or Game Rankings. So if that sounds like the kind of video you want to see, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my daily coverage of every sale that Sony puts out. I'm trying to get to 25k by the end of the year, so every bit helps. Alright, that's enough yapping from me, let's get into the video. For $4.99, Fallout 4 is a massive post-apocalyptic RPG where you emerge from Vault 111 into a devastated Commonwealth and shape your own path through a sprawling world filled with factions, secrets, dangerous encounters, and countless side quests that reward exploration. You'll explore ruined cities, dense wilderness, irradiated landmarks, and hidden underground facilities while making decisions that influence characters, settlements, and the ultimate fate of the wasteland. Combat lets you switch between real-time firefights and strategic VATS targeting, and deep crafting systems let you customize weapons, armor, and entire settlements with an almost absurd level of freedom. It's an 87 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Shadow Tactics: Blades of the Shogun is a hardcore tactical stealth game set in Edo period Japan, where you control a team of deadly specialists navigating castles, monasteries, and hidden forest camps, while avoiding or eliminating enemies with cunning strategy and careful planning. What begins as a challenging infiltration mission evolves into a complex, strategy-driven adventure as players carefully coordinate each character's unique skills, set traps, poison opponents, and adapt to ever-changing scenarios. Along the way, your team develops dynamic relationships, faces personal demons, and requires clever, inventive tactics to complete each mission with precision and stealth. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $4.58, Children of Morta Complete Edition is a story-driven action RPG with roguelite progression, following the Bergson family as they battle a spreading corruption through procedurally generated dungeons and corrupted lands, all framed by emotional narration. Switch between 7 distinct heroes with unique playstyles, master tight hack-and-slash combat, and reshape each run with passive and active items that meaningfully alter builds and strategies. The Complete Edition adds Family Trials mode, New Game Plus, extra characters like Apan and Yajuj Majuj, plus DLC features, balance updates, and quality of life improvements, with local co-op enhancing replayability and teamwork. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $4.49, Metro Exoddus is an epic, story-driven first-person shooter from 4A Games that blends deadly combat, stealth, and survival horror in one of the most immersive and atmospheric post-apocalyptic worlds ever created, fully enhanced for modern consoles. Flee the shattered ruins of Moscow and embark on a continent-spanning journey across Russia, facing mutated creatures, hostile factions, and harsh environmental hazards in the greatest Metro adventure yet. Explore vast, non-linear levels, survive through the changing seasons from spring to nuclear winter, and follow a gripping, cinematic storyline inspired by Dmitry Glukhovsky's novels, delivering tense, unforgettable moments at every turn. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 45 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Celeste is a meticulously crafted, story-driven precision platformer where Madeline sets out to climb the mysterious Celeste Mountain and confront the inner demons holding her back. You'll scale hundreds of handcrafted screens, chaining jumps, dashes, and climbs through ever-evolving challenges that blend tight platforming, environmental hazards, and smart puzzle elements into a demanding but incredibly rewarding ascent. With its heartfelt narrative, expressive character moments, secret stuffed levels, and optional B-sides that push even expert players to their limit, the game layers emotional storytelling over razor-sharp mechanics to create a uniquely uplifting experience about perseverance. It's a 92 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $2.99, Going Under is a satirical roguelike dungeon crawler set beneath the ruins of failed tech startups, where you play as an unpaid intern battling corporate nightmares in the dystopian city of Neo Cascadia. Descend into procedurally generated dungeons themed around gig economy apps, crypto schemes, and dating startups, using breakable office junk like laptops, brooms, and keyboards as weapons, while uncovering the shady motives of your employer, Fizzle, and its exploitative corporate culture. As you progress, you'll unlock powerful skills, form wild synergies, complete tasks for quirky coworkers, and take down absurdly evil startup founders hoarding enchanted relics at the bottom of each dungeon. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $3.99, TOEM is a charming, hand-drawn adventure where you explore a whimsical world and use your camera to capture photos that solve puzzles, help quirky characters, and uncover the magical secrets of the mysterious TOEM realm. You'll wander through relaxing landscapes, complete lighthearted tasks, and interact with colorful inhabitants while enjoying soothing music, clever environmental details, and a peaceful, slow-paced atmosphere that encourages curiosity and exploration at your own pace. With its unique photography-based gameplay, delightful visuals, and heartwarming interactions, TOEM delivers a cozy, inventive adventure perfect for players seeking a calming yet engaging experience. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $3.99, AI, The Somnium Files is a gripping sci-fi murder mystery where Detective Kaname Date investigates a chilling homicide at an abandoned theme park, uncovering dark secrets, hidden motives, and strange occurrences along the way. You'll interrogate suspects, explore crime scenes using 3 special vision modes, and enter the dreams of key witnesses to solve puzzles, gather clues, and piece together the truth in a story full of twists, suspense, and morally complex choices. With multiple endings, a tense time limit mechanic, and over 30 hours of gameplay, it delivers a deeply engaging, immersive detective experience blending narrative intrigue and interactive investigation. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Tools Up is a chaotic couch co-op party game where you and up to 3 friends tackle zany home renovations. Race against the clock as you paint walls, tear off wallpaper, follow blueprints, and navigate hazards like spilled paint, molten lava, falling furniture, moving obstacles, or tricky environmental challenges, all while coordinating or deliberately sabotaging your crew's efforts. With simple controls, a fun party mode, unlockable challenging missions, customizable apartments, hidden collectibles, hilarious multiplayer chaos, and secret bonus objectives, Tools Up delivers a frantic, laughter-filled experience that rewards teamwork, creativity, and a little bit of friendly destruction. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $2.99, Gimmick 2 is a charming platformer that brings back the green little yokai Yumataro for a thrilling new adventure full of hidden treasures, challenging enemies, and inventive puzzles across varied, imaginative worlds. Use Yumataro's signature star, which bounces and carries momentum, to activate switches, defend against foes, ride to hard-to-reach places, uncover secrets, and even set speed records, experimenting with its physics to master each level. With both a friendlier assisted mode and the classic Gimmick mode for true retro challenge, clever level design, rewarding exploration, and star-powered gameplay, it's a delightful mix of nostalgia and modern precision. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Are OFK is an interactive music and narrative experience that follows Itsumi Saito as she chases her dreams in Los Angeles. Cry, skate, date, argue over lyrics, send emotional or thirst texts, and navigate a brutal commute while forming relationships, making friends, attending wild parties, and trying to break into the competitive music scene. Featuring 5 fully voiced episodes, 5 interactive music videos with debut OFK tracks, star-studded cast performances, original LA locations, behind-the-scenes glimpses into the band's journey, and playful interactive texting mechanics, it's a heartfelt, immersive journey through ambition, love, and the ups and downs of chasing fame. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $3.74, Atomicrops is a chaotic action roguelite farming simulator where you inherit your late uncle's farm in a post-apocalyptic wasteland and must grow mutated crops, fend off mutants and bandits, and survive nightly attacks. Plant, water, and harvest your Atomicrops while upgrading weapons, rescuing animals, courting townsfolk to fight and farm alongside you, and developing your farmhouse for persistent bonuses across runs. With procedurally generated challenges, strategic farming mechanics, town relationships, unlockable upgrades, and intense combat sequences that blend action and management, it's a frantic, humorous, and addictive farming adventure. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 50 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4.49, Dead Island Definitive Edition is a fully remastered zombie survival action RPG set on the tropical island of Banoi, where a sudden outbreak turns paradise into a nightmarish, relentless fight for survival. Explore sprawling open-world solo or with up to 4 players in story-driven co-op, smashing heads, cracking skulls, and slicing zombies with visceral, customizable melee combat, while scavenging for weapons, crafting upgrades, completing side quests, and facing terrifying hordes. Including all previously released DLC, enhanced visuals, improved textures, smoother gameplay, and dynamic environmental hazards, it's a thrilling, bloody, and chaotic undead adventure. It's a 74 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $249, Oddworld, Abe's Oddysee is the classic platformer, fully enhanced with up-rendering, rewind, quick save, and custom video filters. You play Abe, a humble floor waxer at Rupture Farms, who discovers a sinister plot by his boss Moloch the Gluckin to turn Abe and his fellow Mudokons into tasty treats, forcing him to escape the industrial mega complex. Navigate ancient ruins, mysterious temples, perilous machinery, cleverly designed traps, and intricate environmental puzzles, while avoiding enemies, freeing fellow Mudokons, outsmarting relentless Gluckins, unlocking hidden secrets, and discovering alternate paths in a darkly humorous, engaging, and unforgettable adventure. It's an 87 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year Edition is an open-world action-adventure set between The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, where you play as Therion, a ranger bound with the Wraith of Celebrimbor, seeking vengeance against the forces of Sauron and his growing armies. You'll stalk and dismantle Mordor's legions using brutal swordplay, stealth assassinations, and wraith powers that let you dominate orcs and bend them to your will through the groundbreaking Nemesis system. This edition includes the Lord of the Hunt and the Bright Lord story expansions, adding new abilities, beast hunts, epic battles, and deeper lore that expands the mythos of Middle-earth. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Valfaris: Mecha Therion is a brutal 2.5D side-scrolling shoot-'em-up where Therion returns in a heavily armed mech to continue his galaxy-spanning hunt for the evil Lord Vroll, delivering relentless heavy metal sci-fi vibes throughout. You'll pilot Mecha Therion through hostile alien worlds, mastering fast, aggressive combat while equipping melee, ballistic, and destroyer-class weapons like Hellwraith, Sky Splitter, and Bringer of Mayhem to suit your preferred playstyle. Blood metal earned from relentless battles let you upgrade weapons and fine-tune devastating loadouts, creating a constant push towards stronger builds, higher difficulty mastery, and more explosive encounters. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $1.99, The Night Witch is a fast-paced shoot-'em-up and spellcasting adventure where you take on fearsome foes across Dungeonitis, choosing whether to rely on weapons, magic, or a clever mix of both to dominate the battlefield. Customize your playstyle by upgrading night abilities for intense shmup action or building a unique spell deck from over 30 cards, all while forging bonds with citizens whose trust and gratitude can alter your strength, influence your journey, and open new strategic options. With accessibility-focused features like intuitive auto-aim, world-altering cheats, and a guided story system, the game blends intense action, strategic deck building, and character-driven interactions seamlessly. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $3.99, The Walking Dead: The Final Season is an emotional narrative adventure where Clementine may finally find a home in a secluded school, but protecting it comes with difficult sacrifices and heart-wrenching, often morally complex, and deeply challenging decisions. You'll guide her through tense encounters with both the living and the dead, making choices that define her relationships, shape the world around her, and ultimately determine how her story concludes in this gripping, unforgettable final chapter. The game includes all 4 episodes, cinematic storytelling, impactful dialogue, and moral dilemmas that deliver a deeply personal and memorable conclusion to Clementine's journey. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $4.49, Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-Year Celebration is an action-adventure game that elevates Lara Croft from survivor to legendary Tomb Raider. Explore the treacherous, remote regions of Siberia in search of the mythical city of Kitez, while facing the paramilitary organization Trinity, who seeks the promise of immortality for themselves, and traverse semi-open hubs filled with hidden secrets, solving intricate environmental puzzles and engaging enemies with firearms, stealth, and creative strategy. Raid challenge tombs for valuable rewards, complete side missions, and scavenge resources to craft essential tools, gear, and upgrades that enhance your exploration and survival. It's an 87 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $2.49, Batora: Lost Haven is a choice-driven isometric action RPG where you follow Avril, a survivor traveling across alien worlds to restore a lost home, while questioning sacrifice, morality, destiny, and the true emotional cost of survival. Explore a visually striking galaxy of mysterious planets, interact with strange inhabitants, solve atmospheric puzzles, and make narrative choices that blur the line between right and wrong and directly shape the story's outcome. Combat revolves around a unique duality system, letting you switch between sun and moon powers to balance mind and body, adapt your playstyle, and overcome frenetic battles against deadly extraterrestrial foes. It's a 70 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $194, Mystic Pillars Remastered Digital Deluxe Edition is a beautifully reimagined puzzle adventure set in ancient India, where you play as a mysterious traveler tasked with saving the kingdom of Zampi from a crippling drought by solving magical pillar puzzles. Explore a richly detailed world inspired by Hampi and Indian culture, with hand-drawn 4K environments, animated cutscenes, and an immersive story brought to life through rewritten English dialogue, English voiceovers, and the included art book and Parihara, a book of solutions. With its unique blend of strategic gameplay, cultural storytelling, and relaxing puzzle solving, Mystic Pillars offers a meditative yet engaging experience. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Oddworld Abe's Exoddus is a critically acclaimed platformer enhanced for modern systems with up-rendering, rewind, quick save, and custom video filters, continuing the adventures of Abe as he uncovers a dark conspiracy. After a peaceful retirement, Abe is called by the Mudokon spirit guides to stop the Magog cartel from mining Necrom, the sacred city of the dead, to harvest bones for the addictive Soulstorm brew. Navigate challenging levels, solve environmental puzzles, rescue fellow Mudokons, avoid cunning traps, outwit enemies, uncover hidden secrets, discover collectible lore, and explore a masterfully crafted world filled with dark humor, clever mechanics, and memorable characters. It's a 90 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $2.69, Candle, The Power of the Flame is a tense adventure puzzle game where young novice Teku must navigate deadly traps, intricate obstacles, and treacherous environments to rescue his tribe's shaman from the evil Wakcha. You'll solve complex environmental puzzles, carefully timing movements, observing subtle cues, and using your surroundings to survive, with each misstep potentially leading to failure in beautifully handcrafted atmospheric levels filled with hidden secrets and immersive details. With its focus on observation, precision, patience, and thoughtful exploration, it delivers a challenging, immersive experience that rewards clever problem-solving and careful planning. It's a 70 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Watch Dogs is an open-world action-adventure where you play as Aiden Pierce, a skilled hacker driven by a violent family tragedy and a relentless quest for justice and revenge. You'll manipulate the city of Chicago's connected infrastructure, tapping into security cameras, controlling traffic lights, and accessing personal data to outsmart enemies, evade law enforcement, and strategically execute heists, stealth missions, and intense combat scenarios. Explore a living, reactive world filled with side missions, hidden secrets, and opportunities to upgrade your hacking abilities, all while navigating a morally complex story about power, surveillance, and personal redemption. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $4.49, Everything is a contemplative, AI-driven interactive experience where every object you see, from animals to plants to entire galaxies, can become your perspective and imagination. Travel seamlessly between inner and outer space, explore interconnected systems of nature, and experiment with changing forms to create intricate worlds within worlds, or let the universe unfold on its own in a procedurally generated, endlessly evolving simulation filled with surprises, beauty, and cosmic interconnectedness. Narrated by the inspiring philosophy of Alan Watts and accompanied by a rich, emotive score from composer Ben Lucas Boyson, the experience offers meditation, wonder, and a unique lens on existence. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Star Wars Battlefront Ultimate Edition lets fans fully immerse themselves in epic, large-scale, and visually stunning battles across the galaxy, offering everything from the base game to the complete season pass with 4 expansion packs, exclusive emotes, and bonus content. Play as Rebels or Imperials, pilot vehicles, wield iconic weapons like Han Solo's DL-44, and take part in massive multiplayer skirmishes set on legendary planets from the Star Wars universe. With cinematic visuals, thrilling combat, deep customization options, and iconic Star Wars sound design, every match delivers action-packed fun, strategy, and the excitement of living out your ultimate Star Wars fantasy. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $4.94, Venba is a narrative-driven cooking game where you play as an Indian mother who immigrates to Canada with her family in the 1980s, exploring themes of family, love, loss, and cultural identity while balancing the challenges of a new country. You'll restore lost recipes to cook mouth-watering traditional dishes, engage in branching conversations with your family, manage day-to-day struggles, and navigate emotional decisions while uncovering a heartfelt story about home, belonging, and the ties that bind across generations. With its engaging narrative, authentic culinary gameplay, and emotionally rich, visually striking experience, it delivers a warm, immersive, and deeply personal adventure. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $4.49, A Boy and His Blob is a charming, hand-drawn puzzle platformer where a young boy teams up with a shape-shifting blob to save the fallen planet of Blobolonia from the evil emperor. You'll feed the blob jelly beans to trigger 15 unique transformations, creatively solving environmental puzzles, overcoming enemies, and navigating beautifully animated levels that span forests, swamps, caves, and the Emperor's Citadel. With its heartwarming story, clever mechanics, hidden treasures, and unlockable challenge levels that reward exploration and ingenuity, this reimagining of the NES classic delivers a delightful, family-friendly adventure full of charm and inventive surprises. It's an 82 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4.99, Super Mega Baseball 4 delivers over-the-top, fun-filled baseball action with more than 200 fan-favorite legends like Vladimir Guerrero, Johnny Damon, Ozzie Smith, and Jason Giambi joining the roster of Super Mega League All-Stars. Play in fast-paced, arcade-inspired matches with deep gameplay systems, including expanded team traits, team chemistry, shuffle draft, and 6 new stadiums, while enjoying massive presentation upgrades with vibrant animations, detailed characters, immersive stadiums, and crystal-clear audio. With cross-platform multiplayer and countless ways to hit dingers and make big plays, it's a thrilling baseball adventure for fans of all skill levels. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, and I'm not sure about trophy difficulty or time to platinum as it's such a small sample size. For $4.49, Lumines Remastered is a minimalist puzzle game where the fusion of light and sound drives a 2-color falling block experience in HD and 4K, challenging you to drop blocks strategically before the BPM bar clears combos. You'll play over 40 electronic-themed skins ranging from chill to upbeat, unlock more as you go, and experiment with shuffle mode to mix music and visuals while adapting to faster tempos or slower tracks that can create tricky, uncleared stacks. The game also offers local 2-player versus, online leaderboards, unlockable skins and avatars, trance vibration support for up to 4 DualShock 4 controllers, and an addictive loop that fuses rhythm, strategy, and audio-visual spectacle. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 75 hours to platinum. For $4.49, Child of Light is a beautifully crafted fairy tale RPG that follows Aurora, a young girl transported to the magical world of Lemuria on a coming-of-age journey to save a fallen kingdom and her ailing father against overwhelming darkness. You'll explore hand-painted storybook environments, take flight through enchanting landscapes, and engage in turn-based combat with light RPG mechanics while uncovering a poetic narrative inspired by classic childhood fairy tales. Its watercolor art style, rhyming dialogue, emotional storytelling, and serene orchestral soundtrack create a gentle, heartfelt, and unforgettable experience that feels like a playable poem from start to finish. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Furi is a high-octane, boss-focused action game where you must fight your way out of captivity by facing a series of relentless, intricately designed guardians and uncovering the dark secrets behind your imprisonment. You'll combine lightning-fast sword strikes with precise dual-stick shooting, dodging and countering in rhythmically intense encounters that demand mastery of timing, reflexes, and strategic stamina management. With its striking neon visuals, pulse-pounding synthwave soundtrack from Carpenter Brute, Danger, and others, and stylish boss designs by Takashi Okazaki, Furi delivers a punishing but immensely satisfying test of skill, strategy, and reflex precision. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $3.49, Papetura is a short, atmospheric point-and-click adventure where you guide 2 tiny paper creatures, Pape and Tura, as they try to save their fragile home from looming destruction in a surreal, handcrafted world. You'll explore a hauntingly beautiful environment crafted entirely from handmade paper models, solving gentle environmental puzzles and uncovering the story through expressive animation, lighting, and sound rather than dialogue. With its striking handcrafted visuals, emotional storytelling, subtle world-building, and a delicate ambient soundtrack by FlowX that perfectly complements the paper-built environments, Papetura delivers a quiet, memorable, and artful experience. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4.99, LEGO Marvel Superheroes is an action-packed adventure that unites an all-star lineup of iconic Marvel heroes in a fun, lighthearted story that spans the entire Marvel universe with humor, charm, creativity, and heart. You play as Iron Man, Spider-Man, the Hulk, Captain America, Wolverine, and dozens more heroes as they team up to stop Loki and other classic villains from building a superweapon powerful enough to destroy the world. Featuring huge hub areas, fully voiced cutscenes, seamless character switching, local co-op, and the signature LEGO humor, it delivers hours of charming exploration, puzzle solving, and chaotic brick-smashing combat packed with fan service moments for all ages. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $4.49, Deus Ex: Mankind Divided is a cyberpunk action RPG set in 2029, where mechanically augmented humans are feared, segregated, and pushed to the fringes of society. You play as Adam Jensen, now an elite covert agent, navigating dense, hub-based environments through stealth, hacking, combat, or diplomacy, with deep freedom to customize cutting-edge augmentations, weapons, and abilities to suit lethal or non-lethal playstyles. With its emphasis on meaningful choices, branching outcomes, environmental storytelling, and a morally complex narrative about discrimination and power, it delivers a layered immersive sim experience that rewards careful exploration and player agency. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 45 hours to platinum. For $4.89, Star Renegades is a roguelike tactical RPG where a service robot, J5TIN, warns of an impending Imperium invasion, forcing you to resist, reclaim, revive, and repeat across ever-changing dimensions. Engage in procedurally generated emergent missions using a fast-paced turn-based battle system that emphasizes interrupts, counters, and combos while facing an intelligent adversary system where enemy officers evolve and rise in the ranks. As your heroes fall, J5TIN carries all knowledge to the next dimension, ensuring each new squad faces a unique, challenging campaign, forms bonds, produces progeny, and battles to reclaim the galaxy through adaptive strategies, evolving enemies, and countless upgrades. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 60 hours to platinum. For $4.99, the LEGO Movie video game lets you join Emmett and an unlikely group of resistance fighters on a hilarious quest to stop Lord Business's evil plans. Fully unprepared but full of heart, Emmett leads a wild adventure with over 90 playable characters, including Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, the Green Ninja, Gandalf, Shakespeare, Cleopatra, and more, exploring colorful LEGO environments, solving puzzles, building incredible structures, and battling quirky enemies with over-the-top action. With cooperative multiplayer, inventive gameplay mechanics, and countless secrets to uncover, the game delivers a joyful, family-friendly experience full of humor and imagination. It's a 70 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $3.74, Gimmick Special Edition is a challenging physics-based platformer that brings Sunsoft's NES Classic into the modern era with updated features like online leaderboards, trophies, time attack, save and quick load, and a rewind function. You'll control Yumataro, a star-summoning yokai, navigating intricate levels, solving clever platforming puzzles, and reaching hidden areas while outwitting tough enemies in fast, precise gameplay that rewards creativity and skill. Its retro-inspired visuals, inventive physics, stellar soundtrack, rare NES origins, and modern enhancements create a nostalgic yet fresh, rewarding, and a highly engaging platforming experience for both old-school fans and new players alike. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $3.49, Pizza Possum is a quirky, arcade-style action game where you play as a mischievous possum on a mission to eat everything in sight while avoiding guard dogs, sneaky traps, and other hazards in hilariously chaotic ways. You'll dash through charming village environments, hide in bushes, and use creative tools like smoke bombs and punching gloves to outwit enemies, all while engaging in fun co-op antics with a friend to cause even more chaos and hilarious mischief. Its playful mechanics, whimsical visuals, humorous animations, and lighthearted cooperative gameplay create a silly, addictive, and delightfully chaotic experience that's perfect for quick sessions or extended binging. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $2.59, Grotto is a mystical, narrative-driven experience where you play as the Soothsayer, a gifted individual capable of reading the stars and guiding your tribe through a time of turmoil, uncertainty, and impending change. You'll interpret constellations, perform divinations, consult with the departed, and make crucial choices that determine the present and future of your people, shaping who thrives, who suffers, and who ultimately survives. Its unique blend of 2D and 3D visuals, contemplative gameplay, meditative atmosphere, and atmospheric storytelling creates a serene, thoughtful, and immersive experience that encourages reflection, careful decision-making, and a deep connection with the world. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Hob is a vibrant third-person action adventure where you explore a mysterious, crumbling planet in peril, uncovering its secrets as you traverse shifting landscapes, solve environmental puzzles, and restore a dying world through a completely wordless, engaging narrative. You'll use your mechanical glove arm to grapple across gaps, warp between platforms, punch through enemies, and interact with ancient machinery while exploring ruins, meeting strange creatures, and discovering a story told entirely through the environment. With its striking atmosphere, smooth traversal, and clever world-altering puzzles, it delivers a warm, immersive, and quietly memorable adventure experience. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Trine 2 Complete Story is a stunning side-scrolling action-adventure that blends platforming, puzzles, and fantasy storytelling into a magical fairy tale journey full of wonder, danger, and clever challenges. You'll control Amadeus the Wizard, Pontius the Knight, and Zoya the Thief as they traverse breathtaking landscapes filled with physics-based puzzles, dangerous enemies, and whimsical contraptions. From enchanted forests to frozen peaks and fiery deserts, every level bursts with vivid color, charm, and secrets to uncover, while online and local co-op let you and your friends combine your powers to solve challenges together and enjoy unforgettable moments of teamwork and discovery. It's an 87 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Dead Rising 2 Off the Record stars photojournalist Frank West as he returns to Fortune City for a reimagined zombie outbreak, facing hordes of twisted enemies, building outrageous combo weapons, and uncovering his biggest scoop yet in a thrilling, over-the-top, action-packed adventure full of chaos and dark humor. Explore new areas, tackle unique missions, and indulge in the madness of Uranus Zone, the city's deadly sci-fi theme park full of rides, traps, and relentless zombie-filled attractions. With the fully unlocked sandbox mode from the start, players can freely explore Fortune City without the pressure of the clock, creating chaotic, over-the-top zombie-slaying fun. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For 99 cents, Deponia Doomsday is a hilarious point-and-click adventure where you follow the chaotic anti-hero Rufus as he tries to prevent a series of catastrophic events, including the destruction of Deponia and the mysterious growth of his mustache. You'll solve clever puzzles, manipulate time and objects, and navigate bizarre, handcrafted environments filled with eccentric characters and absurd humor that perfectly capture the spirit of the Deponia trilogy. Its witty dialogue, inventive puzzle design, whimsical visuals, and sprawling, laugh-out-loud narrative create the largest, longest, and most entertaining Deponia adventure to date, perfect for both new players and longtime fans. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $2.99, Bad North is a charming yet brutal real-time tactics roguelike where you defend your idyllic island kingdom against relentless Viking invaders, leading the desperate exodus of your people while navigating the unique shapes of each island. You'll issue high-level commands to your soldiers, exploit terrain, and make split-second tactical decisions in procedurally generated environments, balancing simplicity of controls with deep, dynamic combat that rewards strategy and foresight. Its juxtaposition of adorable soldiers against blood-stained battlefields, minimalist visuals, and tense, emergent gameplay creates a captivating experience that's accessible to newcomers while still challenging seasoned tacticians. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sales stuff that I put out. Leave a like and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.